What if everything you believe about happiness is wrong? Aristotle said your habits are secretly deciding your future, and most people never notice. Excellence is never an accident, it is the result of intention, effort, and habit repeated until character is formed. We are what we repeatedly do, and so virtue is not a single act but a steady way of living. Knowing what is right is not enough unless the soul is trained to love what is right. The mind is shaped by the thoughts it entertains, just as the body is shaped by the actions it performs. Pleasure follows activity, and the highest pleasure follows the activity of the highest part of us. Happiness is not found in excess but in balance, where desire obeys reason. The good life is built by choosing the mean between too much and too little. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of fear by reason. Patience is strength guided by understanding. Anger, when controlled, can serve justice, but when uncontrolled, it destroys wisdom. The wise person seeks not comfort but truth. Education disciplines desire before it sharpens intellect. A soul without purpose drifts toward vice. Friendship is a mirror in which we see ourselves more clearly. True friends wish good for each other for the sake of goodness itself. Wealth is a tool, not an end, and those who mistake it for happiness never feel satisfied. The pursuit of pleasure alone empties the soul. Reason distinguishes humans from beasts, and to live against reason is to live beneath oneself. Law exists to guide those who cannot yet guide themselves. Habit is stronger than instruction, for repeated action shapes belief. Justice is the harmony of the soul expressed in society. Injustice begins when desire overrules judgment. Virtue grows through practice, not through words alone. A life without reflection is ruled by impulse. The intellect seeks truth, but the will must choose it. Excellence demands consistency even when no one is watching. Self-control is freedom from slavery to appetite. The mind becomes what it repeatedly contemplates. Fear shrinks the soul, while understanding expands it. The good person finds joy in acting rightly. Excess and deficiency are equally destructive to character. Moderation preserves strength longer than indulgence. Wisdom is knowing both what to pursue and what to avoid. Ignorance excuses error once, not forever. The purpose of action determines its moral worth. Happiness depends more on character than circumstance. A disciplined soul endures misfortune with dignity. Desire listens to reason only when trained early. Pride without virtue is hollow. True honor follows virtue, not applause. A person who governs others must first govern themselves. Time reveals character through repeated choices. Truth remains unchanged by opinion. The soul flourishes when reason rules desire. Leisure used wisely refines the mind, wasted leisure dulls it. To live well is to act in accordance with virtue. Virtue is difficult because it demands balance, not extremes. The measure of a life is found in its consistency, not its moments. Thought guides action, and action confirms thought. Wisdom grows through questioning, not blind acceptance. The highest knowledge seeks causes, not appearances. Character is destiny shaped by habit. The good is desired by all, but understood by few. Pleasure follows virtue like a shadow, not a master. A calm mind sees more clearly than a restless one. True freedom is obedience to reason. Learning begins with wonder and ends with understanding. Reason without character is powerless. Character without reason is dangerous. The soul is perfected through harmony. Purpose gives direction to effort. The wise choose long-term good over short-term delight. Error comes more from passion than ignorance. Moral strength grows by resisting excess. The just life brings quiet satisfaction. To know oneself is the beginning of wisdom. Excellence requires effort long after motivation fades. The highest virtue seeks the good of others. Reason elevates desire into purpose. Happiness is activity in accordance with excellence. A well-ordered soul reflects a well-ordered life. The soul finds rest when it acts according to its nature. Reason is the light that guides desire away from chaos. A person becomes just by performing just actions. No one chooses evil knowing it to be evil, they choose what appears good at the moment. Habit makes what is difficult become natural. The mind trained in virtue resists temptation more easily than the untrained mind resists force. Pleasure deceives when it is taken as a guide instead of a reward. The wise do not chase happiness, they live rightly and happiness follows. Excess praise corrupts the weak character. Silence is sometimes the most rational response. Action reveals truth more clearly than speech. The noble life seeks dignity rather than display. Wisdom grows in those who listen more than they speak. True strength lies in self-command. The soul is shaped daily by small choices. A life ruled by appetite ends in regret. Reason gives form to desire and direction to effort. Education prepares the soul for freedom. Freedom without discipline leads to slavery. Friendship multiplies joy and divides sorrow. The good person delights in virtuous acts as others delight in pleasure. Justice is not equality but fairness according to merit. Fear clouds judgment and weakens resolve. A person who cannot endure difficulty cannot preserve virtue. The highest aim of law is to cultivate character. Virtue requires choice, not compulsion. Thoughtless speech reveals an undisciplined mind. The wise fear dishonor more than pain. Patience preserves reason under pressure. A calm temperament is closer to wisdom than sharp wit. Desire unchecked grows stronger, not satisfied. True pleasure strengthens life, false pleasure consumes it. Happiness is complete, needing nothing beyond itself. The good life is not measured by length but by quality. Excellence seeks permanence, not momentary gain. To act well is better than to speak well. A disciplined life simplifies decisions. Reason discovers the mean through experience. Moral failure often begins with small concessions. Courage endures what reason commands. A noble soul prefers loss to injustice. The pursuit of honor without virtue leads to emptiness. Knowledge directs action only when united with character. Habit is the bridge between intention and identity. Excessive ambition blinds judgment. The wise accept what cannot be changed and act upon what can. Virtue harmonizes emotion with reason. True happiness resists fortune's changes. A mind trained in reason is difficult to disturb. Moral clarity grows from consistent practice. The soul deteriorates when reason is ignored. Good judgment comes from experience guided by reflection. The highest friendship is rooted in virtue. Pleasure fades, but character remains. Discipline transforms struggle into strength. Reason restrains passion to preserve harmony. The good person finds satisfaction in duty fulfilled. Wisdom is quiet, not loud. Order within the soul creates order in life. A thoughtful life resists corruption. The aim of action defines its worth. Self-respect grows from living rightly. The wise are slow to anger and quick to understand. Happiness flourishes where virtue is stable. True excellence seeks no witnesses. The soul thrives on purpose and moderation. Right action confirms right belief. Understanding tempers desire into balance. A virtuous life needs no defense. The mind grows dull when comfort replaces effort. The good life is an art perfected through practice.